All right, guys, there's a post that went semi-viral, locally at least, here in Massachusetts. And of course, it's on Reddit. And it's in regards to local businesses and their potential political affiliations, at least to some extent. And you know, there's a whole bunch of people out there on this cesspool of a platform. And again, they've hopped on this cancel culture bandwagon and are attempting to boycott these local business owners by naming their businesses and actively trying to influence the public to stop supporting them. I don't agree with that. Now, before I get into this, I will tell you, people could do absolutely whatever they want to do. It's fine. But guess what? This is something, again, I just don't agree with. That's why I'm bringing this up here today. I'm a small business owner too, and I know how difficult it is out there. And the fact is, this could happen on both sides, and it's wrong either way, in my opinion. I'm not going to not go to a business or cut out a friend because of their political beliefs. It's ridiculous. And again, this comes from both sides. So for someone on the left or the right to do this, I ultimately just think it's a sad state of affairs. I really do. And again, I wouldn't do this no matter who someone is affiliated with. It's absolutely crazy to me. These are small business owners, guys, that support the communities and pay their taxes within those communities. They help the communities grow. They help them grow. And as I said, it's hard enough to operate a business, let alone a small business. So guess what? I'm here to be the antithesis of what's occurring. So first, let me show you the thread, and then I'm going to send you to a spreadsheet that I made with the businesses. So if you want to support them or not, that's up to you. I just don't think it's right. I don't think it's right to do. So here's the, give me 1 second. Here is the Reddit thread. All right. And this Reddit thread, again, it's in Massachusetts. It says MAGA businesses in MA. And he says, has anyone already started to a list of businesses in Massachusetts that openly support MAGA and should not be patronized? If not, I'll start with Marshfield. It says the Roadhouse and Taylor Lumber. Feel free to add to the list. Now, where I want to focus your attention is the amount of upvotes on this. There's over 7,000 upvotes and over 3,600 comments. And people just keep on listing businesses that are here in Massachusetts. It's ridiculous to me. It's really, really ridiculous. So in their efforts to they're even trying to make an app for this so that they could boycott these businesses. It is unbelievable. So for them wanting to do this, I wanted to shed some light on this because, again, it doesn't matter to me who your political affiliations are because I find this ridiculous. I do. I really think it's sickening and I really think it's ridiculous. And this is the reason that we're still in the same circumstances that we're in this state. It's because of people like this and this echo chamber / hive mind that happens here. All right. So you could go and look at this thread. It is really unbelievable. But to save you time, I put a spreadsheet together with the majority of these businesses. Could there be some inaccuracies here? Maybe. But is it mostly accurate? I think so. I think it's mostly accurate. I'm going to leave a link to this Massachusetts businesses in the description of this YouTube channel or of my YouTube channel so you guys could potentially patronize these businesses. Okay? Now, you know, the thing about this is my ultimate opinion on this. Social media has really, to some extent, turned this into like a gladiator arena where you're either cheering with the mob or they're tossing you to the lions. And it's not just cancel culture. It's the whole system. And we're drowning in propaganda 24/7. So if you own a diner in Massachusetts and you hang an American flag outside, the next thing you know, you have some nitwit that is on Twitter or on Reddit trying to add a business to the boycott list. So it's crazy. And the more I thought about this a lot last night, guys, especially after the post I made in the community of YouTube. And the more I think about this, the more I realize why Massachusetts is basically a super Democratic majority. And I honestly think there's a lot of people out there, maybe you're one of them, that are basically scared to voice your opinion, or you're just overall scared of being silenced because you don't want the drama. And I get it. If you go against the status quo here, you really, really are looked down on. And it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling, guys. It's happened to me. It's happened to me here on this YouTube channel. Once I shifted my content over and covered more of what I'm seeing is somewhat corruption and news stations not necessarily giving you or providing you the full story, because there's a severe lack of accurate and database reporting. I'm sure I've lost clients because of that, which again is ridiculous. But instead of staying with that status quo, I wanted to at least provide a platform and something that I felt was absolutely necessary. At least what was necessary to lift people up, okay? To lift people up and make them realize that they're not alone. Something is going on here. Something's going on here, and it's obvious. I know it. You guys know it. We all know it. With that being said, I realize the path of least resistance is to not pay attention to what's going on. Sometimes it's easier to do that. It's safer to do that, right? And a lot of people in Massachusetts fall into that category. But how could you possibly create real change without at least acknowledging other perspectives by silencing people or making people feel inadequate because of what they believe? And I'm not saying all of you guys, right? I'm just saying there's obviously a majority. I'm sure there's a great majority of people that perhaps would change, and they're scared to do it. Now, obviously, there's people out there, as I said, that are outliers to this. And again, you guys may be here, but the issue is if the majority of people want this state to, let's say, heal from within or create some levels of real change, you can't be silent. And I'm not saying this state needs to be red, this state needs to be blue, or whatever it is. Does not matter to me. What I'm saying is it's obvious there needs to be more of a balance here. I don't think anybody could disagree with that. Too much of the same thing is not good, because what ends up happening is you have the majority of people just patting each other on the backs, reinterpreting the same policies and bills that fit their political ideologies and their political agendas with absolutely no pushback. How is that good? How is that good? Because good ideas that benefit the citizens of this state don't come without that critical thinking and a lack of that balance I'm talking about. And this Reddit post is a perfect example of that. You have a whole bunch of people in this echo chamber that are trying to demoralize these business owners. And it's really a sad state of affairs. It truly is. And I think, as I said earlier, social media has just amplified this. Because if you have an opinion of any nature on social media, or like me talking to you guys here on YouTube, you know, the fact of the matter is you open yourself up to criticism. That's you have to be knowledgeable or at least acknowledge that. But the fact is things are not going to change unless you speak up. Things won't change unless you are in a position to help make them change. Okay? So that's it. I am just solely upset at this, to be honest with you, as a small business owner as well. And I really feel bad for these businesses. That's why I wanted to shed some light on this and bring some attention to this, because it's really unbelievable. It really and truly is. So anyway, I am going to leave a link to the Google Sheets file in the description below. If you want to patronize those businesses, you know, do it. Let them know you saw the video, whatever. And, you know, that we support them, right? We support all businesses. It doesn't matter if it's a blue business or red business. Who cares, right? Who cares? It's petty is what it is. It's very, very petty to do. So that's it for today's video. I may have another one later on today, but that's it for now. Thanks, guys. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.